Jacob Banks, welcome to FUBAR Radio. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, love. How are you?
I'm good. I'm relaxed. I'm here in this very posh room with you.
It's very lavish, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is obviously you, man.
I wouldn't say so. This is out of my comfort
Is
zone
it?
too.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So we're both feeling awkward.
Yeah. It's
Let's
just
get
too
relaxed.
much.
Let's get relaxed and talk a little bit about something that you do love, which is
Yeah.
music.
Partially, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you've got to the point now where you might hate it a bit because you're about to drop your debut album, which is a scary time. You've got a month. It's literally like around about a month from now.
It's exactly a month from
Today.
now. Yeah. It's exactly a
November the
month
2nd.
from now.
This is following. Obviously, it's your first album. It's your first large piece of work.
Yeah.
However you want to describe it, album, large work.
Yeah.
How's it feeling? Are you feeling nervous?
Nah.
Chilled.
Yeah, I just feel grateful, man. Like, this is such an incredible position to be in. And I think luckily I've created a life for myself that doesn't depend on this. It doesn't depend on this. It depends on being honest. It depends on being grateful. It depends on being true to myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like me and the homies have made something that we're all very proud of. So come what may, man.
Sick.
Still gang. I'm still cool. You know?
I love that vibe. Also, I've seen that on your socials a lot. You kind of have that element of happiness and great gratitude and sort of the universe and all that kind of stuff, which is something I'm into also.
Yeah.
But linking to your recent success on the Equalizer 2 soundtrack, I saw how grateful you were and how wonderful that kind of 360 was of you seeing Denzel Washington in a film and then, him basically introduce you to music you'd never heard before, and then the whole 360 full circle of you then being on the soundtrack. That must be crazy feeling.
Yeah, that was a weird one for me because I actually, in my heart of hearts, I felt bad. I felt bad because I was talking so much smack about it before it came out. And then the moment it did, it came. That moment of gratitude came. And I felt bad for not feeling it earlier because the listener always only hears it when everything's sorted. But the amount of paperwork, the amount of people, the amount of edits you have to make can sometimes rob you of that thought process. And I was so caught up in all of it, I was just like, just get it out, man.
Just get it out.
Just,
get it out.
Just whatever, just put it out. And as soon as the day came out, I was like I just slow down, just really think about this. Because sometimes we forget about the times where we prayed for everything you have right now. And it's just, I always try to catch myself in those moments. Like, there was a time where I was begging for this. So don't miss anything. I always sleep with your eyes wide open. I try not to ever miss a beat. But anything I can thank whoever for, I'm like, thank you, man. I appreciate it because I wanted this for so long. So being here now, I should always be vocal about it.
The thing is, it's so weird because it's so true. We all spend our lives saying, I'm going to achieve this and then I'm going to be happy. And then you achieve that and then you go, no, I'm not really. I want to achieve this. And then you keep forgetting to be grateful for what you've done.
Yeah, you have to be, man. You have to. And it's hard. It's very difficult because you're growing, your taste level is increasing. So you're always wanting more things than you wanted before. But still, if you can just pause, just really just be in the moment and just be like, you know what, we'll still keep pushing, but while we're here, thank you very much for this.
And that must happen to you a lot right now because things are going very, very well for you.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I don't know what.
Constantly taking 10 minutes out just to.
Yeah, there's no minutes left. Just saying thank yous every day. But it's such a wonderful and humbling experience because, nobody's deserving of anything. I think things just happen and things just are, and I just feel privileged. I feel like it could have been anybody, and I feel privileged to have been chosen to tell the stories I get to tell.
That's a really beautiful thing. But also, you say it could happen to anyone. I don't think it could, because have you heard your voice?
I think it could.
No. If I tried to do it, it would not happen. But seriously, your voice is transports me back in time and also forward in time. At the same time, how many times can I say time? But seriously, when did you realise that you had a talent? Because your voice is so unique. It's so different.
I'm 27 now. I started singing when I was 21. And I would tell you this much. This ain't talent. This is hours. My boys would tell you, this is hours of keeping everybody up at our little apartment in Coventry, singing off the top of my, because I just fell in love with singing and writing, and it was just that. There's no God-given gift. There's God-given guidance, but this is 2 years of touring straight. This is growing. This is 10,000 hours. Ain't nothing remotely lucky about it. Ain't nothing no talent about it. It's constantly battering everyone that's ever lived with me with vocals.
So what you're saying to me is, if I do 10,000 hours, I can be Jacob Banks.
Listen, if I played you a tune of mine from 4 years ago, you would be like, who is that dusty brer? Like, you won't recognize who I am. And I feel that way about songs that I put out 4 years ago. I listen back, I'm like, boy, I will murder that now. And it's still like, I know I'm going to look back at some things I've done last year and be like, eh. Like, it's a constant thing. It is 10,000 hours. It's not, some people have a gift. Some people work hard and they say, hard work beats success. Hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. It's just that.
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's some talent in there somewhere, though. Just saying. Let's talk a bit about Village.
Yeah.
Be Good to Me, the video dropped just the other day. It's beautiful, intense, dramatic, stressful, and also wonderful.
Yeah.
You were involved in the behind the scenes as well as being in the video.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you?
It's fun, man. Like, I only try to work with friends. It's just not because I'm snobby about anything else. It's such a more interesting story to tell, working with the homies. So it's just all my friends. I wrote the treatment when I was writing a song, and pitched the ideas to the boys. They loved it. We got together, got the suits involved. They forked out some cash, sorted. We went over to Kent.
Oh, Kent.
Yeah, we shot the running scene in Kent. There's some farm that was really nice to us there. And I put out a tweet and Insta asking people, just supporters and friends, if they wanted to be extras. People came, bish bash bash.
Safe.
Couple dramatic moments.
A couple.
Videos done. And it's just like, for me, it's all these things. I always try to think, what would I remember the most? When it's all said and done, I'm going to remember my friends. I had so much fun building with my friends. Everyone I come in contact with, it's a possibility of a lifetime of communication. So I always think I would treasure this moment. While it's happening, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to think about this when I'm 20 years from now. It's going to be so much fun to reflect on this very moment. So I always try to build with my friends. For that reason, it's because we can look back at this and be like, yeah, man, it was dope.
Are your friends the ones that tell you what you need to hear when you need to hear it?
No, nobody can tell me nothing. I just want to hear it. Nah. Like, you can say, it might be truth. I'm like, nah. But I don't really. I play everything close to my chest. My friends keep me humble. Like, if I wear something that's a little, like
Gucci.
Yeah, they're like, big man, what you doing? What's that? And like, what's that? My friends are very normal. Like, I don't have any industry friend. I don't have any like I have people who I guess I have one or two celeb friends, but even those are they're very normal family people who have kids. It's just everything needs to be on a human level for me, because I can't relate to anything else. I can't relate to glitz and glamour. I'm not from there. It's nice, but I just can't. And I don't detest anyone who has that. It's just I can't relate to it. It's never real life for me. Whenever I'm in situations where people are talking about £20,000 watches, I'm just kind of like,
cool.
Must be nice. But I can't relate to it. There's no common ground. So my friends very, very much like me, and they're just pretty much just plebs. Pretty much.
Yeah, but being a pleb is the best thing ever.
So you might think that.
I think so.
Because you're a pleb?
I'm a pleb.
Fair enough.
I'm definitely a pleb.
Yeah. Me
I'm
too.
like a word vomit pleb that does it for a living.
Yeah.
We kind of both are.
Yeah.
You sing it, I say it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Just start a band, you and I.
Oh my God, mate. Let's do it.
Do you reckon you could rap?
I know I could rap.
Sorted. I won't put you on spot. I don't want.
I've done it before.
Don't give away your stuff. It's
nah,
not.
We'll
like,
work on it. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
It will be a serious.
We'll shoot a video.
There'll be no
as well.
Gucci flip flops in my rapping though.
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, just save your voice as well. We'll
I
work
will.
on the bars and it'll work.
Well, should we do another album then?
Yeah, second album is just collab, just you and me.
Just me and you. What could we call ourselves? Jacob Harriet. Jarriet.
Oh, babes, don't do that.
Bang. Harriet. No.
Oreo.
There we go. Sold. Forget this album. New album. 2019. January probably. Maybe February if we are lazy about it.
Yeah, Oreo.
I think that's it. We're sold.
I think it's sorted. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Let's
great.
start writing some treatments for some videos. I'm very good at acting, so.
Sorted. I don't even like being on videos anyway. So you can be the face of it all.
Okay, cool.
Just brains, you know.
You can definitely be the brains. Yeah. Definitely. I feel like your experience and your relationship with your friends is definitely part of the reason why you are successful, because you are very down to earth and your music connects with people on a level that reflects that. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think culturally as well. I think being Nigerian and being from a proud group of people, and even being from the Bits, like the Bits are as proud. Like people get behind their own. It's like that's Jacob from Ends, and it forces you to make sure that you're accountable for everything you do. Like if I say something weird up my neck, my mum would text me ASAP. Like, what did you just say? My mum can tell my thoughts before, so I'm around about a bunch of people who take responsibility for me.
Yeah.
So it forces me to make sure that when I walk out into the world, I make my people proud. I make my mum proud. I make my boys proud. I make my girls proud. Like, I make the Ends proud. Like, I'm not. And a deeper one, it's representation for me. It's important for me to walk into certain rooms because I feel like people from my background, you can relate to me on so many levels, whether colour of my skin, whether it's just the everyday person, whether it's someone who grew up from Birmingham. Like, you can find something in me that relates to you, that you think, oh, that's one of us. Even if we don't look the same or talk the same, you can find something. So that being said, I walk into these rooms and I have to show up because I have to prove to people from similar backgrounds that these things are a possibility. You can have this as well. And I just remember growing up, I didn't see nobody like me up there. So it didn't look attainable. And especially in the way I make music, I saw people who look like me in the world of hip hop and R&B and being athletes, but people who, I know black people make music about rock and roll, like, you know, that taking elements of rock and roll and blues. I've never seen that. So I go into these rooms and I want to represent the choices that people I know from similar backgrounds don't have, and I want them to know that this is a possibility. You don't have to do it, but when you're choosing who you want to be as your final form, there's my cards on the table if you want that as well.
Powerful though. Powerful to do that as a kid and not see yourself in society and where you want to be, so you put yourself in there. That's crazy power.
The thing about being an artist, is you always speak from a point of view of reflecting. But while it's happening, I didn't have no clue what I was doing. I was just like, it's like music, isn't I just want to sing, let's just have a go.
I'll just keep singing then.
Yeah. So, but when you look back, and you realize your purpose, but it has to have happened first. It's not this great insight you have before you start. You kind of have to bang your head a couple of times.
It'd be weird if you had it before you started.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It would be like almost godlike, trying to emanate that.
Yeah,
you know?
so it's all after the fact.
Yeah.
It starts to make sense.
And you're here setting the example that anything that can be possible for someone like you.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing as well. I think a wonderful thing, and also your music's sick.
Thank you.
It's like butter melting lyrics,
Thank
and
you.
the sound is
Thank
incredible. I can't wait to hear the full Village.
Thank you.
What's behind the name, out of interest?
It's based off the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. So I've moved through so many circles, so many things, and I've always loved that phrase because it doesn't say it takes a good village, it just says it takes a village. And we're all a product of so many things, like, you're a sister, you're a daughter, you're a lover, you are so many things, you're a friend. Like, we, as human beings, the human experience is so many things. And making this album, I didn't want to have to just choose a small percentage of me, like the part of me that only likes blues. Like, I like so many things. I wanted to celebrate the whole spectrum. So that's kind of the idea of the album.
That's such a beautiful... I'd never even heard that before.
For real?
I feel like maybe I have when I was at school.
Probably have.
I'm pretty stupid, though.
No, you're not. Don't
You're
say
teaching
that.
me today.
No, you're wonderful.
Actually, I shouldn't have said that because we're about to start a band. I don't want you to lose faith in me before.
No, I wouldn't. You're not stupid, my dear.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm looking forward. And also off on tour.
Yeah, we're going on tour, start 12th of November.
And as Time Magazine said, prepare to be floored by Jacob Banks. And I totally agree with that.
It's okay.
I'm looking forward to being floored during this tour.
Pull up, man. Pull up. Let me know.
100%.
Just so you see, I'll show you around.
I'll obviously support beyond the support.
Yeah. Naturally. So just so you get used to the stage. I ain't really doing too much. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll hopefully catch you again.
Amen.
When we're promoting our own album.
Amen. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Cool. Thank you. Bye-bye.